Okay, I'm so glad you're here because today I am going to be talking about how you are a magical being, how you are an intuitive being, how you are someone who can have visions and they come true, how you can seriously say one day, I want this, and it comes into your existence, um, and how your inherent birthright is to live with the unseen forces, is to have encounters every single day that brings miracles to life. How you can live every single day with the impossible, everyone telling you that's impossible, but you feel it inside of you. You know that it can happen because there's just something inside of you saying, that's it. But everyone else is going to tell you it's impossible, and you're going to have that doubt from the past come up. But when you actually learn to live one with your body, one with your soul, you're going to see it manifest before your very eyes. And you don't even need to worry about the how. How do I do this? Where's the next logical steps? Where's the list of things I need to get before it comes in? Because you are the how. You are the how. And that's what I tell my clients all the time is like, you're the how. Like when you start to actually get out of your patterns and start to heal the trauma that you've been living in for decades, even though you left the abusive parent or you left the abusive spouse, you're still living in those patterns. Of course, you're not going to know to trust this part of you because it wasn't nurtured and you didn't have the safety to nurture it. Right? That's why I'm here. It's like when you sit in Sunday school and you're taught about sin at a young age, you disconnect from this part of you. When you have parents who, teach you that you're unworthy and you have to be responsible for their emotions, you start to live from a place of disconnection, of course. But this is why I'm here, because I go first. This is why I'm here, because I've made these bold fucking moves that my family members, that my friends that aren't with me anymore told me, you can't do it that way, Sarah. But I've done things so terrified. But I would rather live on the edge of my soul every single day than live stuck in the trauma that I endured in childhood. And you guys need to know that I know that the pain that you have is very real. That's why I teach. That's why I want to coach you. That's why I want you to come into my containers and stop waiting, because I teach you how to heal that and live in your soul-led legacy. And you can have both. You don't have to, it's so backwards when you're trying to like heal your pain and get perfect in it so that you can have what you want and you can have the things simultaneously. So, like I've done things terrified. But, you will reach a place, you will reach a time when you become one, you immerse one with your soul, where it becomes this natural flow state of, oh my God, you had it as a child and it was taught out of you. So many of us were stripped of this from our childhood, but you are the one that gives it back to you today. So if you are feeling a longing, you're feeling that urge and you don't know how, I'm going to teach you how you are the how. Come join me in the Soul Talk method. It's phenomenal. My client, she joined the Soul Talk method last month, her third private session with me. At the end, she says to me, Sarah, this is the third session with you. I've been in therapy for years. I've never had this level of breakthroughs. What? Yes, that's why I'm here. I am here because I am teaching myself to live a life where I never operate in, I don't have enough and I'm not enough anymore. But living in that pain is so fucking real. Living in that pain of, I'm never going to have enough, I'm not enough, it will terrorize you. You will have panic every day. That's how I live my life. So I'm moving in a way that is impossible to the physical world and people who are only living with these logical steps. But I'm going to teach you how you can move out of that into your soul-led knowing. Immersing with it every day. You are here to create something that hasn't been done yet. So you got to get comfortable with yourself. You got to learn to see yourself. Guys, I manifested this beach home in 6 weeks after I broke up with a man. And it was like the final chapter of being held bent in that state of I'm not enough. Because see, you can teach this stuff. And you can have so many areas of your life be so good. But you're hanging on to that one thread. And some of you are creating those businesses. Things are going so well, but you're still hanging on to that thread. You got to let it go, because I want you to fully immerse in this, because like living on edge with your soul every day is where the magic happens. It's where you realize that you can co-create, and you want all these things over here, But you're not going to have those things over here if you don't allow yourself to immerse with your soul and body. And this is what therapy doesn't teach. This is what school doesn't teach. This is what church doesn't teach. Guess what? I have a relationship with God that I know if I go into a church, it's not gonna nurture this. Churches are afraid of this. Can I say that? But we're seeing this comeback. We're seeing, like, so many of you guys are so powerful beings, but you haven't turned it on fully yet. You're still living in that doubt. You're still living in that, oh, maybe next year. Oh, maybe when I have. No, right here today, there's magic. And, you know, you got to stop telling the story of, oh, I'm this age, I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm too late. Stop it. That's not you connecting with your soul. You're not limited by that. My grandmother is 88 years old and she's doing this work for herself in her own way, with her own soul and her own consciousness. Do not tell me the excuse of your age. You're not limited to that. Right here today, you can give yourself the best years of your life if you decide to act from a place of, I don't know how, but Sarah is telling me that I am the how, and I'm going to take one step. Message me, come join the Soul Talk method. I'll teach you how. And in 4 months' time, you're going to be inspiring me because you're going to go on your own life path and you're going to light up and you're going to actually live alive. You guys got out alive. This is the thing is, I told my clients in Mother Wounds Uprooted that we had our final call this week where I was like, you guys got out alive. Your childhoods were unbearable, but now it's time to start living. So you got to move. Don't stay stagnant. You got to move. You got to be willing to live on the edge of your soul, to practice trusting yourself, even though it feels so unknown, because this part of you learn to disconnect from. I'm here to help you connect back to it, and it's not too late because that part of you's always been with you. Can I tell you a secret? It's not about being confident. You all want confidence. But that feeds the perfectionism and the performance that we're scratching. Live brave, live worthy, right here today, and you will see life change.